Happy fall, y'all! Happy fall, y'all! Ah, it's echoing back. Well, I know the mic's working now. It's echoing back on me. Oh no. Ah, there we go. Happy fall! It's fall. It's after Halloween, so it's fall now. That's how these things work. I don't know if it's actually fall on the calendar. I don't know when that is, but it's fall in my book. Even if it doesn't feel fall. Fall, fall, fall! Yes! You notice some things have changed. At first my witch hat's gone because Halloween's over. Instead I have a ginkgo leaf, which I don't know if is actually fall. I assume they're fall. They're fall colored. So they're fall in my book. Cute little ginkgo leaf. And then over here, we have chat now! We have a chat pop up in you! Yeah! We're gonna give that a try. I don't know how, I think it's pretty readable. I think it's okay readable. I'm still figuring it out. Maybe the greens needs to be something slightly different. I think most people put it on black, but that didn't really match my colors, so maybe I need to learn coding or something to make this little application change colors. Yeah! So there's our little fall stream. We're gonna try and get the Aisha, the Woodland Aisha for fall done in one. We'll see if we're successful. Well, I guess we have Thanksgiving's next week, so we have one more day. Because I, again, can't stream this Thursday. But yeah! Welcome in! Welcome fall! Welcome everyone! I feel kind of naked without my hat. You can see both of my eye stalk ears. Ah! Wiggle. Let's see. Wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Yeah! Let's get into it. Today will be that, and then also I went and saw Tron's Aries, somewhat against my will, and I'm gonna make that everyone else's problem. That I went and saw this movie. Ah! Let's switch over. Switch on over. Yeah, and chat, you're up there. You're up there in the corner. I think once I find a good size for the other window I'm using, I might put it in a little pop-up box too. Make it all like Windows 95. Or Vista? Which one did I... Vista? I think I based this one off Vista. Now I don't remember. And I fixed the VTube Studio problem. I'm like 98% sure. So I shouldn't randomly get big and small on you anymore. Because my camera thinks I'm running around my room for lack of a better... I don't know what it thinks I was doing before. I'm not getting up and running around my room. Or even moving that close and far away. It just goes... big, big, big for no reason. Yeah! Let's see. In honor of the little ginkgo leaf, I decided we're gonna change the leaves on the Aisha to ginkgo leaves. We're gonna make them ginkgo. And that'll be cute. It'll be like a little OC Neopet. If I had this Aisha, I'd make it have ginkgo leaves instead of the ones it has. So that's what we're gonna do. Have to revise the sketch. We have to get rid of the noodle Aisha from last time. But we're not going to delete it. We're just going to give it a place of honor over in the corner. So it'll be forever remembered. Over there. Yes! Best Aisha! Ginkgo Aisha! Let's see. And there are no Ixies in this video. So let's see how long it takes me to call this an Ixie. Hopefully I don't. Let's see. I got a lot of layers on this. Get rid of those. I probably don't need those. Let's see. Main sketch. We have to adjust the sketch to a ginkgo. We'll make it like one big ginkgo leaf. A tiny one next to it. Yeah, two little ginkgos. to revise the sketch to match. Let's see, Ginkgo. Ginkgo's there. Ginkgo's everywhere. Let's see. Oh, I will give a tiny... I'm falling out of care with the Christmas baking show, so I will give a tiny update on those, and then we're just gonna talk about Tron Aries and then whatever else comes to mind. So tiny update on that is I watched the Naughty or Nice one again while crocheting. I did more crocheting than watching this time, because I don't care. I don't care. I can barely remember this one. Although I do remember they had to make wreaths out of food, and they were very pretty. Everyone did a very good, pretty job. I will say that. But, like, the stuff going on, like, one lady... I told you last time someone went and got coffee. One lady went and got coffee, and then was, like, mad she went and did that because it used time. So why did you do that? If you didn't think you had time to do that, she went and did it anyway. And then Team Naughty is now working together. They all work together with one lady to help her finish. And that is the highlights of Naughty or Nice. They're... at least the food's pretty. At least the food is pretty. Also, judging was, like, weirdly inconsistent. They were, like, annoyed one guy just made a ring of, like, cream puffs, which are hard, and then we're fine with another guy that made a ring of cupcakes, which is not hard. I don't understand the judging. It was weird. And then I saw the first episode of the gingerbread one, which was cute. The gingerbread miniatures one is cute. They are, I think, maybe asking them to do too much in each episode. They have to, like, build an entire scene in each episode. I don't know. We're gonna see if that, like, lasts long term. And then they did a Christmas miracle, so no one went home on the first episode. And I saw, like, 5 minutes of the Hallmark picking Mr. Christmas or whatever. I don't know what they were doing, but they were having men run up a hill covered in soap. So I'm sure that's for someone out there. Not me. I don't even think ladies in soap would have been fine. Would have cared. But that's what it was. They had to carry giant candy canes up a slippery hill. Kind of wish I was watching that instead of the Christmas cooking one, honestly. It sounds very unhinged. But yes, I went to see Tron Aries. And I guess have you seen Tron Star, or anyone? Has anyone seen, like, the Trons before this? Not that I'm gonna give a great recap of them or anything. You have seen Zero Tron Star. Okay. The very, very, very basic of Tron you need to know is that in this world, computer programs are alive and have their own little cities inside of servers. And servers are, like, separate worlds from each other. So every server is its own little city, and every program is alive, and it looks like a little person that's all lit up. And they're cool looking. I could not tell you the plot of the first two anymore. Because when I watched this as a kid, and whenever I watched it, all I care about is when they're in the computer doing computer stuff. That is the only... they go into the computer world, you see them interact in the computer world. That's the part I care about. In the computer world, they have these, like, discs on their backs they can play games with, and they have what are called light bikes, which are these bicycle things that essentially look like this, and there's a little person inside of them. But they're really cool. And the very first one is, like, from the 80s. So when you went into the computer back in the 80s, everyone was, like, grayscaled, so the lights on their suits popped more. And all the computer graphics were very 80s. It was great. It was early 3D graphics. I watched the second Tron. I did not really remember it. I don't remember anything about it, honestly. There's a lady this time. and the graphics were updated. So then we get to the third one. The third one, which is Tron Ares, where the premise of this is, oh yeah, and people can go into the computer world, but it's like not well known people can do that. That's like a weird thing. That's not normal. And then the computer programs start coming into the real world, but they can only come into the real world for 29 minutes, and then they die. They just die, but they go back to the server, but it's excruciatingly painful for them, unless you're a real person. If you're a real person going back and forth between the worlds, it doesn't hurt. You're just fine. But if you're a program, you disintegrate in a pile of ash and scream in pain. Yeah, you'd think there'd be more than 3 movies total since it came out in the 80s, but no, it's 3, and they take a very long time between each other, and I think it's because they go through, like... It seems like this last one went through development hell from the brief Wikipediaing I did. But yeah, there's only 3. I don't really know... And then, what I would consider a sequel is, it is in Kingdom Hearts. Tron is in Kingdom Hearts. I remember loving that world in Kingdom Hearts, because I liked the Tron world, and you get to go into the Tron world, and everything, you know, Sora, Goofy, and Donald. All this movie has done is made me want to play Kingdom Hearts 2 again. So I guess it accomplished something, just for the wrong... Well, Disney owns that, so I guess it technically works. But in this one, they're trying to make it where any program that comes out of the computer doesn't have to die in 29 minutes. That's one of the main goals. They're trying to find what's called the permanence code to basically turn... Oh, I'm using the wrong pencil. Turn the programs alive. But also objects. You can bring objects into the world from the computer, and they don't die in agonizing pain. It's just anything that's, like, sentient. Yeah, so that's, like, one of the main goals. And during this, the bad guy has a... So the bad guys have their own little world of computer programs, and then the good guys have their own little world of computer programs you don't really see. And in the bad guys one, he creates the highest ranking program that's like security program called Ares. Yes, after the God of War. I will have a rant on this later. But yes, it is after the God of War, Ares. And the whole plot with him is that he gains feelings. He develops empathy and like a conscience. They're all kind of conscious, but they're supposed to just follow whatever the user that created them tells them to do. So, like, the user tells him to hack the good guy's server, so he does that. Except while he's doing that, one of the programs he's with gets injured, and he wants to go back and save it, while his second-in-command, Athena, you're noticing a Greek trend there, here, Athena, tells him to leave the injured program. That is, again, humanized, and can feel pain, and is dying. So he goes back to try and save it. So the more he... As the movie goes on, actually, not even as the movie goes on, like, pretty much from the beginning, he's just, like, got empathy and wants to escape and be just like a person. So I'm giving kudos for, like, it's cool they did that with, like, I feel like they wouldn't, like, usually, like, male characters in, like, action movies are supposed to be cold and unfeeling and whatnot, so it's very cool his whole premise is he wants to have emotions and things like that. So I like that part. The villain is the most whiny, annoying villain I've seen in a while. He's not even, like, to where you're rooting for him to lose. You're just rooting for him to be off screen. To be brutally honest. Anytime he was on screen, I just wanted him to go away. Because I could not stand him. He is very whiny and annoying and only makes really stupid decisions that feel like they should have more consequences. Like, he lets loose a bunch of the programs and vehicles and stuff to chase down some of the good characters and, like, causes wanton destruction through the entire city. And, like, he gets, like, barely any repercussions for it. It's very weird. Like, you think worse things would happen to him for what he's doing. And then, like, his mother is there as, like, the voice of reason, and I think we're supposed to not like her, but she's the only character that makes sense with what he's doing. She's, like, pointing out, like, hey, maybe having your programs run and gun a lady down in broad nightlife in the middle of, I don't remember, LA or something, is a bad idea. And I think we're supposed to not agree with her, and then because she gets killed later on. It was very weird. She was, like, the only sensible character in this whole thing. But yeah, so Ares is trying to become permanent. He's trying to help the good guys get the permanence code so that programs can live happy lives and we can use it to make crops grow in places where crops couldn't grow because we can just transport digital trees into the real world and they'll be perfect and fine. And then the bad guy wants the permanence code to make just military drones and things like that. Like what Ares is supposed to be an expendable soldier. And he does not want to be an expendable soldier. He wants to be a real boy. And I'm on his side because it seems like he was being treated pretty poorly by the person that was in control. Can you tell I can't remember anyone's names except for the programs? I told you I only cared about the computer side. So yeah, you know, in the end, he goes into the good guy's computer. He gets to become permanent. He goes off on a road trip throughout the world, saying the world isn't ready to meet the first permanent AI. So he's gonna wait. Other issues. So like it's just like that's the basic cobbled together premise of this whole thing. It's fine. We spend a lot of time in the real world, and we spend a lot of time in chase sequences, which would be fine if the chase sequences weren't going at what felt like 10 miles an hour. We're on they get these super advanced bikes. They can go they could go faster than anything in the world. They're getting outpaced by cars, and like the shots where we're riding the bikes feel painfully slow. Like, the world does not whip by on these magical bikes like they used to in, like, the older movies. Somehow the bikes have gotten slower. It's very weird. And we're on them a lot. Like, even when we go in cyberspace, I thought, oh, okay, maybe we're keeping the bikes slow because we're in the real world. We ride one in cyberspace and it is just as slow. It was very weird. If they ever have, like, a shot of, like, the bike chase on YouTube, you need to watch it and see how, like, weirdly slow it is. Yeah, cool flashy bike chases, I feel like, are the whole point of Tron. They make a huge deal out of the light bikes, and then they're just slow? Like, at one point, this lady is, like, running up a stairwell to get on one. It's very bizarre. They're not fast. Like, they're implied to be, but they're shot so slow, and I don't think it's just because you put real people on them. You can make that look fast. They do it in other movies. But yeah, the bike chases felt very, very slow, and I cannot fathom why that decision was made. So let's see. Yeah, that was one of the weirdest problems I had with the movie, was the bike chases were slow. We went through, like, you know, we went through Greek class. We have Ares and we have Athena. And they become they like are at odds with each other. Which, can I say, like, we got halfway there with the Greek references. I mean, Greek interpretation varies depending on, like, what story and what era of Greek you're going off of. But usually Ares and Athena are on opposite sides. This is good. Because Ares is on the side of let's be sentient and good. Athena goes completely haywire because she's told by the bad guy to bring him the the permanence code no matter the cost. No matter, and then she interprets that as kill, destroy, maim, whatever, as long as she gets the code, because she has no feeling. She doesn't develop feeling. So that's fun. We do end up with Athena and Ares, these two Greek gods, on opposite sides. They tend to be on opposite sides. They're kind of reversed. Ares is usually not very thinky, mentally, wisdom, emotions. That's usually Athena. Whereas Athena is just wanton destruction and no thought for what's happening to get to the end goal of war. So they are a bit flipped in that regard. So they got like points and then they lost points. I guess it just depends on how deep into that you want to go. They both have a lot of warfare related stuff in their mythology. So that is fun, and that is definitely a thing with like computer programming, giving things cute names like that. Like you have Trojan horses, so things like that we already have those kind of naming conventions, which is cute. But yeah, I laughed once in the whole movie. I feel like they just didn't try they weren't doing many jokes. I don't think that was necessarily it was unfunny, it's just they were very serious most of the time. I did say, I absolutely lit up. We go into the server that's been frozen in the 80s. So we get to see the old 80s graphics, we see the old 80s light bike, we see this little thing called bit, which is like a computer bit. And it just says, yes, no, yes, no. So that was really sweet. The references back to the very first movie were very cute. They did that well. They did homage, I think, very well. Like, I saw that, I saw where we were, and I was just smiling through that whole bit. So that was very, very cute. The rest of the movie, I was like, it's fine. It's fine. I'm really curious if people that are, like, very into Tron, like, were they eating good? That's a saying, right? Did they enjoy this? Were they not? And they definitely set it up for a what is the fourth one in a fourth movie? They set up for the fourth movie with the main guy getting warped into the computer world in his normal clothes, which is weird. Normally you put on a Tron suit the moment you're in, like it's just put on your skin. He's just in normal clothes. And then he goes up to one of those discs I told you about, and the disc contains the villain from the first movie. So we're going full circle. The villain from the first movie is coming back in the fourth one. So I don't know how to feel about it. I feel like I don't know if it doesn't feel like they did a bad job, but I don't know if it feels like Tron anymore, is maybe a better way of putting it. And it's been a while since I've seen Tron, I will admit, and it's been a while since I played Kingdom Hearts Tron, so maybe Kingdom Hearts Tron wasn't very Tron-y either. But it feels like the cool part is the world, like the digital world to me, and we could have had more of that. Seeing that world building. Seeing, like, what is life like in there? Because, like, in the first movie, you spend a lot of time in the server. Just, like, learning how that world works, and how the programs work, and things, like, are embodiments of different things. And you had more stuff like computer bytes and stuff, so... I mean, I guess the whole point was, like, we're bringing the cyber world into the real world was the premise with this, but I wish we'd seen a little bit more of the, like, actual cool lore of Tron, which is going into the computers. And, like, you have so much, like, potential for to see other servers. Like, I think it's sort of implied only these two servers have sentient beings, but, like, it's been, oh god, how many years since the 80s? Surely other people could have figured out how to do this sort of thing, and we could have more computers to go into. Ginkgo, Ginkgo. So yeah, I went and saw it, and I feel, I guess I'll say it left more of an impact on me than the second one. Because I could not tell you a single thing that happens in the second movie. I think they're trapped in the cyber world. That's it. That's all I could tell you. I think they're trapped at some point. And that's it. But I mean, like, if they're gonna go back to kind of the core beginning, like what started the franchise in the next one, I think that could be interesting. Bring us back to, hopefully, that world. Although, like, we have the massive ramifications of you can make anything real now. Which seems like that is like an end game ability. If you can turn any object you can imagine into a real object, like the power scaling. Yeah, you can have fun with that. Any object you could put in you can think of can be printed out, and they just kind of work. Like they print out this like enemy from a video game at one point. That's just like I don't know. You haven't seen Tron. It's this big thing. It's from the first movie, and it's from an in-world game. These big floating things. I don't know how that would physically float around, but it just does. It just works. Anything you make and bring over just works. So that could have some really interesting implications. Do we have more AI beings become, like, empathetic? They seem somewhat sentient. So sentient's not quite the right word. But, like, wanting to be real. Are we gonna have, like, a lot of programs come out of the computer? Are we gonna deal with people not knowing how to interact with things like that? I don't know. There's definitely potential there, but then, like, I wonder where the original villain's gonna fit in from all that. He'll be from the 80s, like, suddenly brought back into modern times. I guess that could be funny. If you keep him, like, very 80s, and just, like, doesn't understand new technology, that could be pretty funny, I think. It'd be a funny, what is word? Dichotomy? Sark? Is his name Sark? I think his name's Sark. Oh yeah, and Tron himself is not in this movie. Tron, by the way, is a character from the first movie. To the best of my understanding, he is not in this movie, unless he's the... I don't know. Maybe... So there's someone you talk to, and I am unsure if you're supposed to be speaking to Tron, or you're speaking to the creator of Tron. I suppose he could be in this movie as that. It was like an Obi-Wan Kenobi, I'm going to give you philosophy sort of moment. Where I thought that character was implied to be the creator, but I guess it could be Tron. I'm not sure now. I'll have to read a Wikipedia page and see who that was. Yeah, Tron is not the world. Tron is not an object. Tron is a character. He is a program in the very first one. And not the main character. Of the first one either. Also, in looking up Tron stuff, ahead of that movie, I have now inundated my algorithm with Kingdom Hearts 2 videos. So the return to Kingdom Hearts is imminent now. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna have to just find where I can sink like 100 hours into a video game. Aisha! Let's see. So you need wood grain. How do wood grain? Okay. Anyway, doesn't this movie sound very thrilling and exciting? can tell I was very excited to see it on my own, and that's definitely why I didn't wait and go with as a family event. Like, it's just fine. Yeah, it sounds solidly okay. That's how I would put it. It is a solidly okay movie. It doesn't do anything amazing, and it doesn't do anything offensive. Like, at no point was I, like, having a bad time. I was just having an okay time. Like, I don't know if it just didn't reach its potential, because I think it, like, changed directors once or twice. But yeah, it's a solidly okay movie. Like, if you just wanted to go see something, you could do a lot worse. It's not, I mean, it's not really upsetting in any way. I would call it upsetting. Like, there's not upsetting imagery, really. The mom getting killed is a little upsetting. Like, that seemed a little unnecessary. It's just a solidly fine movie. How is it on the face? We kind of leave some of it off the face, okay. Yeah, so in like, what, 10 years when the fourth one comes out, I'll have to see it at some point now. I've seen the other three just to see if it's better, if it's still just okay. It makes me wonder, like, is the original Tron just an okay movie that just got like a cult following? I don't feel like it. I don't know. It was definitely of that era of, like, I know it's the 80s, but, like, Digimon, where, like, the computer world is strange and fascinating, and things could be alive in there. We don't know. It's definitely of that era, which I think is, like, a nice era. It's kind of just, like, gone. Now everything is just, like, straight-up AI is the thing. It's not like, oh, there's little creatures literally living in there. It's just like, nope, it's just an AI. I feel like when we see computers now. Yeah, it might be you can't recapture it in the modern day. I think it's some of that. It's just that mysticism of, like, looking at like transparent machinery, like a transparent Game Boy and whatnot. There was like a wonder back then of, yeah, you could look at that and that little landscape was so, it looked like landscape. It looked like a landscape. It looked like a tiny little world where tiny little things could be living their tiny little lives and you know nothing about it. And I think the average person just understands too much about computers now, that focusing on the whole fantasy realm of a computer maybe just doesn't hold up anymore. I mean, that's why we didn't spend a lot of time inside of the server. And even when the time we do spend in Tron Ares, we're just kind of passing through. We're not really focusing on it. Like, it looks like a city, but, like, you're just zooming through it. You're either in one room talking to someone, or you're just, like, zooming out, trying to escape. And maybe that's what it is. You just can't, it's just too hard to recapture that same wonder. Like, everyone's seen like the guts of a computer now. Whereas before, like, no one opened a computer. There weren't, like, YouTube videos online of people opening their phones and whatnot. So, I don't know. Maybe you just have to go back in time to watch those shows as they are and see what it was like when that whimsy was still driving the design of those things. Yeah. Maybe that's what it is. We have an Aisha! It is covered in wood! Wood grain. Yeah! Oh, I guess even the collar and, A are wood grained. Hang on, I gotta wood grain those. Wood grain. I think this is my first time drawing wood grain, so you have to let me know how it turned out. Cuteness! Ah, yay! Cuteness! Cute, cute, cute! Is there wood grain inside? Yeah, I guess there would be wood grain inside literally everything. It is made of wood. There we go. Let's get you colored in. Turn that off. Here we go. Oops, 3. And color! Yeah! Let's turn this back on. We need to grab the other colors we have in here. The next time I go to the theater will be for the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, which I am excited for. I'm excited and terrified of. Because this one looks like it's going to be scarier than the last one, so I will be cowering. It has really cool popcorn buckets. Have you seen the popcorn buckets released for it? One of them's the Faz Talker and it actually like plays sound. It looks very fancy. I'm sure they will all be gone by the time I go see this movie with you. But until then, I could be like, oh, that's a cool popcorn bucket I will not get. No, you haven't seen. Yeah, you should look them up. There's a couple different ones. And they're doing like drink toppers as well. Where you get the little drink and there's a little figurine that pops off the top, like they did with Sonic, which were also gone. But yeah! It looks like there'll be some fun stuff. This is all the same color. Okay. I'm going to do the ginkgo leaves now. Ginkgo, ginkgo. So I guess this Aisha would definitely have Ginkgo in its name. Ahead of being created. Oh, they're available online sometimes to get what you want. That's good to know. Okay, I'll have to see then. Maybe you can get it that way. I don't know which theaters have what. I didn't pay that close attention. Oops, that's on the wrong layer. Ginkgo. Oh, this Aisha's so sweet. Oh, I love her. I love her. Just painting the ginkgo leaves. Breaking the like cell shading I was using on these to get the blendy. Oh yeah, there was FNAF on the drink I got though. The icy cup had it was the Fanta thing where it has the 5 different horror villains on it. So I have that. I'll cut Freddy off and scrapbook him. I don't need the whole cup. Oh, Star, if you want Megan, I'll cut her out for you. She's on there. Yeah, there you go. I'll cut her out for you. Next time I see you, I'll give you Megan. I still can't believe I saw a trick-or-treater dressed as Megan. That seems like very niche for a trick-or-treater. What other movies are... I don't even know what other things are coming out people are, like, excited for towards the end of the year. I'm very out of date with movies. Oh, right! Wicked! Wicked seems so eternal that I don't even... It just feels like it's out already. Like, it feels like it's been out for, like, a month, because it's everywhere. You can go see Wicked. I want to see it. I just don't know when I'll see it. But I want to see Wicked. Rephrase that. I know you're going to see Wicked's Star. When are you going to go see Wicked? Aha! This weekend! You'll have to let me know how it is. And then apparently Five Below has a ton of merchandise for it out. So I saw that on YouTube Shorts. So anything you want that's Wicked themed, you can apparently get at Five Below right now. I hope it's good. The first one was really good. Everyone was very scared ahead of the first one, and then it turned out really good. So I'm hoping that continues with this second one. How long is this one? Is it also like 2.5 hours or something? The first one was like 2.5 hours, right? Or 2? It was one of those longer ones, I remember. Multiply. Oop, that is the wrong brush. This needs to be like... There we go. It's 2 hours, 17 minutes. Okay. At that point, they should give you, like, an intermission to go get popcorn or something. Go refill your drink. Wait, didn't they have a little... It's a little shorter, but still, I feel like once you hit the 2-hour mark, there really should be, like, an intermission or something in movies. Like, let people go to the bathroom and get a refill. I wonder why it's a little shorter. I guess, I can't remember exactly the pacing of the Wicked musical. I don't know if it was very front-loaded, so maybe there's less they have to put in the second half. I did see finally a new trailer for it with a little bit of new stuff. I've been seeing the same one over and over, so there must be one this week that's showing a little bit more. That's making the rounds. Yes, that's exciting. I watched it on TV, not TV, like Amazon Prime or wherever it came out. I would like to see the second one in theaters. See if I can either go by myself or convince someone to go with me. Oh, I bet that has buckets and things. What kind of buckets does that have? Does it have a giant bubble? Please tell me it has like a giant pink bubble. That'd be so cute. I need a giant pink bubble to exist. That'd be adorable. Yes, that'd be so cute! Big old pink Galinda's Pink Fairy's bubble. There we go. Pink Witch's bubble. Ah, that'd be cute. I'll have to look after this and see what they have. Neopets really took off as a thing. How long, like, I know, like, the cups were a thing for a while, because you get, like, a kid cup with a character on it. Like, when did, popcorn buckets just, like, really take off recently? I need, like, a YouTube docu-series on popcorn bucket hysteria, or whatever. Oh, it has a subreddit! Of course it has a subreddit. Everything has a subreddit. I should browse the subreddit. That'd be good. Yeah! Things to do. Things to do. Oh, I love this Aisha. Get back into Neopets, and just so I can make this OC. I guess she's shiny because she's wood, so she should have like little shine marks. As opposed to just the normal kind. Look at her. She's so happy. She's so happy. Happiest little Aisha. Yeah, she's so happy. I don't even know if I want to boil her. I think she's just perfect as is. She's just already perfect. Ah! There we are. Look at her. Oh, let's give her a little gold shadow under here. She's standing. Just doing a little stand. Look at her. Whimsy! The embodiment of whimsy. The sweet little Aisha. Ah! I'm so happy with this. Oh, and I've learned I've layered chat wrong in OBS. It is now over me! Oh no! Ah! Oh, that's why it's a test run. I'll have to figure out how to shorten that again. So good! So much whimsy. Fall can officially start. The first drawing of fall is complete. You know what? I should make the lines to add a little. Where is it? Where are you? Oh no, you have black lines. I have to pick my own color. Give her like slightly brown lines to soften the outline a bit. Oh, not dark enough. Yeah, it's like slight, but it's there. Ah, you're gonna tell me thank you for being my eyes. I'm still looking at chat on a different screen, so I can't. It's so tiny if I look at it through my like capture. So I hadn't seen it. It's just. It's on me. It's me. There, I can touch you, chat. Haha. Brush you away. Oh no. Ah, we accomplished a lot in one day. We got her all done up. The sweet little Ginkgo Aisha. Oh, I want this now. I love her. Ginkgo. Golden Ginkgo. Well, we'll probably, I'll decide if I want to boil her or not, because I am really happy with this as it is. If we do, we'll boil her next stream. If not, we'll start on Christmas, which will be the first one, I said that out of order. The first one will be the Christmas Aisha, and then we'll go from there. I will probably do a Christmas Eerie, because I love Eries and I've neglected them. So we'll get one of those in there. But yeah, thank you for joining me for this whimsical autumnal Aisha. I hope you had a good time. Thanks for listening to me ramble about Tron. I needed someone to hear my thoughts, or they were gonna just go spinning around in a circle inside of me. Movies and ginkgo leaves. Not a bad vibe. Well, I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you again next time. Bye-bye!